luckily you were able to quickly jump into, okay, I got these people around me and I know exactly what I could be doing. And so you jumped into fitness. And that's the part where I see people most fall back on, is like they linger on that feeling for so long. Next thing you know, it's 4 years have gone by and they've known all this time that the fire died out a really long time ago. So what could you say to that, to those people that are lingering on that feeling, maybe now the last however long?
Don't doubt yourself. Doubt. In that moment, you have to understand that if you continue to do the same thing, you're going to continue to create the same feeling. So if you understand that, if I continue to live the same day, I'm going to continue to walk into the same future and feel the same thing. When is it that you decide to do something different? When is it that you decide that when you're not working at your current job, you're going to work on yourself? The mistake that people make is that they think by working on their job, they're gonna achieve their next level of success. But that's what's wrong. You're going to work at your job to pay for your life, but you're going to work on your life when your job's work is done. If you're working from 9 to 5, from 5:30 and on, it should be about working on you. You can always have more by becoming more. What does that mean? You need to develop skills of value that add value to other people. Capitalism, what it means, the simplest way to explain it is an exchange between two people. It's an exchange between entities. So how are you adding value? If I'm a public speaker, it's because I got a great story to tell. If I'm doing a kids class, it's because I have a curriculum. If I own a gym, it's because I have a gym system. If I own a real estate company, I probably have a system that makes it operate between buyers and sellers, that adds value to both. Then ask yourself, right? Who am I going to add value to? If I understand that if I go to company A or company B and I'm doing the same thing, but I'm making company B, let's say I'm making company B $50,000, but I'm making company A, $5 million. Who's going to pay me more for the same work? So now that I've asked myself that question, the next question to ask myself is, how do I do the same thing that I'm doing over here? And how do I develop the network to get there? Or what do my moves look like? If I work for so-and-so, will that get me the ability to then go work for the next person on the next tier of that social level, of that industry? If I do this person a favor, will that possibly give me an opportunity to then go work for someone else? But who's thinking big? The problem that we have is that most of the time people are waiting to be told what to do, as in supposed to be being proactive and taking action and asking themselves, what do I need? I read 1 to 3 books a week and I still don't feel like I get to read enough. And there's so many books I can't wait to devour and read, and so many books I have to reread. Because when you read, it's about developing insight and deepening your understanding. So when you contemplate, and you have ideas, they become better ideas that you can implement. So that way I can visualize the goal, where I want to reach for, then conceive the idea, then achieve it, and then receive it. But if I'm not giving myself the right nutrients to have the right thoughts, am I ever going to have those ideas? So most people are asking themselves the wrong questions. The question is, what's the next book I need to read for my next step? Me personally, I'm normally reading material on whatever my task at hand is. When I'm doing, let's say, a speaking tour, I'm reading public speaking books or articulation books or vocabulary books. When I'm really focused on business books. When I'm really focused on fitness, I look for, I have a glossary of amazing people in this industry, and I ask for their recommendations because I already know the foundation, so I need to find that rare information now. If I want to go more thinking about food, then I'm starting to read diet books. If I'm thinking about life, health, I'm thinking about, I read this great book, Moonshots, letting me know what's coming in the future. Yes, I have an idea what's coming from 2030 up to 2050. And we're in 2023. And yes, I'm already preparing for that time. I like to stay ahead. I like to stay current. And things can change at any time, but ultimately, life is about foresight and prediction. You need to be able to predict markets and industries and where they're headed and how they're going to move around. Hey, I'm not a financial analyst, but anywhere between 18 months to 2 years, it's going to be a great time to buy stocks. Be prepared for that time. How do I know this? Because I'm always paying attention to the world. I'm always listening. I'm always seeing what's going on. I also understand that when times are bad, times will be good again. This too shall pass. So I pay attention to what's going on. I know when to strap up, and I know when I can just give. I know when to have cash on hand, and I know when I can invest. And then I stick to what I know. During that time when I make those stock investments, you think I'm using my picks? Absolutely not. I'm going to go to one of my friends who I know for a fact is very successful and has done very well for himself. And I'm going to be like, hey, tell me what to do. Thank you. See, I'm asking for him to add value to me. I add value to him through fitness. That's how life works. It's exchanges, capitalism. It's a beautiful system. It's the one system in the world that anyone can truly get to the top from anywhere where they're at. It's a blessing. The only thing is it has to be earned. And I can't make this point enough. Stop wishing that you were born with it. Because the gift is to be able to value it. That's the gift of life. You don't know, if you don't know how to value that, what kind of life are you going to lead? Are you really happy? Look at Robin Williams. The man. That man's legacy has been to make people happy, and it's incredible. But start understanding that money is not life. Start understanding that life is life. So I'm not saying don't build of financial security. But what I'm saying is that shouldn't be your number one goal. Relationships is everything. That's the real abundance of life. And all the books I've read, the wisdom I've gotten from everyone that's been older, and when they look back, it's relationships. Take care of them, value them, treasure them. Treasure the people around you. And make sure that the people that you're building your empire with, and that your empire is helping their empire and so forth, make sure you really enjoy their company. Make sure you enjoy them. Make sure that, yes, love and friendship, but most importantly, respect. Respect. Because a friend doesn't ask you to help them out for business, because they respect you. Or vice versa, don't ask your friend for a hand, because you respect them. Make sure that it's the relationship that you treasure. As long as you always treasure relationships, believe me, the opportunity, the way will always show up. But you have to understand that life tests you. Don't take the easy way out, the hard way. Go the hard way every time. That's what shapes you. That's what makes you. Imagine you're asking for more. But if you can't manage or take care of what you have, what right do you have to ask for more? You won't be able to manage or take care of it. Doesn't make sense. And if you haven't done it, it's okay to understand that you don't know. Go ask somebody that knows. And when someone that knows is giving you some advice, if they're pointing you in the right direction, do yourself a favor. Listen. Just listen. They know. You're coming to them with an idea. If they've executed ideas before and they've been successful with them, just listen. If anything, instead of taking your idea and shopping your idea around, no, you take their information and you go cross-reference it. And chances are that everyone's going to agree with it, and then just do it. Because they know. Simple. Life, as people, we complicate it sometimes. Let's not complicate it. Let's love everyone around us. Treasure your relationships. Enjoy building. Enjoy your life. And as you do more, it's more exciting. Today, we're staying consistent with what we're doing. Tomorrow, I have to go do an assembly at school to go perform. The day after that, I have to go do a leadership and a staff development presentation. Go perform. Saturday, Sunday, booked. I haven't even looked at the calendar next week, but I know it's booked. Because I've prepared to be able to handle this load. And guess what? I'm still preparing to handle more. But at this level, am I preparing myself to handle more? Or am I preparing the amazing people around me to help me handle more? The people around me. Coach them every day. I coach them every day. And I don't hold back. My goal is that either we build the next Amazon or Tesla and they go with me all the way, or that they learn how to be an entrepreneur effectively from me and how to execute, how to take action, and how to build a company inside out and go do their own thing. I'm good with whatever they do. I believe in them and they have my support. I'm not here to get in their way. I'm here to empower, to encourage. Simple. I want them to do what they want to do. It's simple. I want to live the way I want to live, so I have to people let live. See that? Live and let live. I can only give choices and counsel. But with those choices and my counseling, I'm here to empower. I'm here to support you in whatever you want to do. Whether it's with me or doing it in your own space, I'm here to empower you. I don't need anything. But please ask me, because I do want to help. Because I've been helped along my way. And the universe is amazing. It answers. I have a meeting this upcoming Sunday with my buddy who called me. Called me today. He said he was proud of me. His company is making millions a year. Millions. And he's in his 13th year. It felt like yesterday that he started that company. There's nothing I can give him. But he wants to take me out to lunch. To empower me, to give me his insight. To teach me what he knows. Because as he's been watching my journey, he contacted me. That's love. But I also showed him that I'm ready for what he has to give. That's why it's happening. But what about if I wasn't the way I was? What about if I wasn't always giving? He's proud of me because I give. He's going out his way to give to me because he's seen me give. You never know who's watching. Life is magical. You just have to believe. And we become what we believe. Don't let nobody choose your beliefs. You choose to believe what you want to believe. And don't let anyone put any other beliefs inside you that don't have to do with greatness. Go for it. Go for greatness. Aim high. As high as you can. And if you're aiming as high as you can, you'll never hit it. But that's the best part. Don't aim low and hit. Aim so high that it's endless.
It's powerful. We are what we believe, everyone.